Om. See the effect of Om, you say. Om Bhadram Karnaibhih Shrunuyam Devaah Bhadram Pashyemakshabhiryajatraah Sthirairangaistuštuvagam Sastanubhih Vyashema Devahitam Yadayuh. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Let us now pray together. We offer our salutations to the all-loving being who endows all beings with consciousness. We meditate on the Lord, who is the origin of the universe. Lord, Thou abidest in all, Thou art all, Thou assumest all forms. Thou art the origin and goal of all. Thou art the self of all. Thou art existence, knowledge, and bliss. Salutations unto Thee. May the world be peaceful. May the wicked become gentle. May all creatures think of mutual welfare. May their minds be occupied with what is spiritual and abiding. May our hearts be immersed in selfless love for the Lord. Peace, peace, peace be unto all. So, dear friends, a very special weekend, Juneteenth weekend, the summer solstice, the International Yoga Day, and our annual general meeting day, the last day before we close for this summer. So, very important occasion. And because of the annual general meeting, I decided to choose a very simple and short subject for discussion today. So, it is the Vedanta Society, the ideals of Vedanta Society. So, the ideal actually you are seeing right here, you will soon see it projected there. Oh, what happened? Suddenly closing prayer came. I sent you a PowerPoint. Oh, okay, he didn't see it at all. So what can be done, So just sending doesn't help. The person to whom it is sent has to see it also. Usually he is the promptest person to quickly see the emails. But today he was busy with certain other things probably, or because of the heat. Yeah. I just went down a little while ago to start the AC, but it is in the locked section, so I could not enter there. So, got it? Just 2 slides, dear. So, that is, you are seeing it down here, on the beautiful emblem of Vedanta Society and Ramakrishna Order. Vedanta Society is part of the Ramakrishna Order, and the ideals of Vedanta Society are therefore the shared ideals of Ramakrishna Order, Ramakrishna Mutt, Ramakrishna Mission, and it is a twin ideal that gets represented by this emblem and the motto. The emblem is actually designed by Swami Vivekananda while he was in America, and then he himself did it, the sketch, and some artist helped him to do it all in a precise way. But it is a very special emblem, and many do not look at the meaning of this emblem, and some get confused also about it. That what is this showing here? It is what is that snake and all that there? So Swami Vivekananda himself had explained it, what is the meaning of this emblem at multiple places. In the conversation with his disciple it comes. Did you get it, Jitendra? Okay. So, still not there. So, the meaning of that emblem and the meaning of the motto of the order is Atmano Mokshartham Jagadhitaya Cha. Now you are seeing it there, both the motto and the emblem and the meaning of the emblem. So, this is the Atmano Mokshartham Jagadhitaya Cha, for the liberation of the soul and for the good of the world. In short, that is the ideal of the Vedanta Society, Ramakrishna Mission, and it is all inspired by the great life led by Sri Ramakrishna, Holy Mother and Swami Vivekananda. Sri Ramakrishna experienced the absolute truth, the God. There is no doubt, therefore, about the existence of God, that he told to Vivekananda when he was just a young boy, that look, that God can be seen. I have seen God just as I see you, only more clearly. Not only that, if you want to see God, and if you do what I tell you, you will also be able to see God. So this is a path available to everyone. All those who want to see God, Sri Ramakrishna's life opens the path to actually see that. So, and Swami Vivekananda was then instructed and was given this mission to teach this to the world in its various different aspects. So, Swami Vivekananda, thinking of Sri Ramakrishna as the embodiment of the divine principle, he designed this beautiful emblem. In fact, this is how Swami Vivekananda would think of Sri Ramakrishna. This is the image of Sri Ramakrishna for Vivekananda. Sri Ramakrishna looked like this. The purpose of life is given there, that you see in between, in the middle you see a swan, which in Vedantic scriptures is the image, the symbol of this self or soul. And then the purpose of life is to get liberated. It is in the water there, that swan is, that water in a way is, it represents the material world around. Water is the matter. That is why not only in Vedanta but even in other scriptures related to other religions, you find that in the beginning there was just water, and from water the creation came up. So this is the swan, as it were, caught in the matter. The soul, the consciousness imprisoned, the splendor imprisoned. It needs to be freed. That is the purpose of life. So this is what is written underneath is that. And then all the things there in the emblem, they show the various the pathways that need to be integrated into our life to achieve this purpose of life, the purpose of life. It is, we may have this idea why it is the purpose. Everybody can have a different purpose in life. Well, if you see that all these so-called different purposes actually lead, if you analyze, you will see the actual purpose is the same, only being thought of mistakenly in various ways. One may think that, well, let me achieve success in my career, let me get the highest honor in that particular field, and somebody will say, well, I want to become President of America, that is the purpose of my life. Somebody will say, I want to become the wealthiest person. These are all thought of as ideals. But if you see, the underlying thing is that we all want to attain the absolute bliss, that infinite, unending, ever-present, constant bliss. That is what we want. And that is what is called God. Somebody could think of it as the highest knowledge. And that also is only the God, is the highest knowledge, the highest bliss, and the absolute all-pervading existence. So that is the goal of everyone. And how to attain to it? The combination of these different paths. It is, he says, we can read that the wavy waters in the picture are symbolic of karma, the lotus of bhakti, and the rising sun of jnana. The encircling serpent is indicative of the yoga and awakened kundalini shakti, while the swan in the picture stands for Paramatman. Therefore, the ideal of the picture is that by the union of karma, jnana, bhakti and yoga, the vision of the Paramatman is obtained. And then comes what about the, on the top, that what about the good of the world? Suppose somebody attains the liberation, what good will it do to the world? The two seem to be different ideals, but actually they are very inseparably, intricately connected. That it is for the good of the others, for the good of the world as you work, then yourself seems, you can feel that it expands. You will start seeing the same I here, 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 everywhere. And that is the liberation of the soul. If you see the same I everywhere, then that is liberation of soul. That is truly the good of the world. And if you strive for that, do good to the world, then you will get this self-realization or liberation. From the other point of view also, if you see, if you do meditation and want to liberate yourself through meditation, okay, then That is the best thing for the world, to see an ideal in somebody for liberation. They see the ultimate ideal in this person. And that is good of the world. We have our own peculiar ideas of good of the world. There is no universal idea of the good of the world. It is impossible, friends, to put down an idea that is really good of the world. And the good of the world is where the purpose of life is achieved. So if you achieve that purpose, then you become the pathfinder for others. You become an ideal, a role model. And that is the good of the world automatically. And moreover, you lose all selfishness. So you cannot do anything now with selfish attitude. So whatever action you do now is automatically conducive to the good of the world from a very impartial standpoint. Because good of the world, what is it? It is, suppose you are hungry and you see a chicken, then that good of the world is, well, let this chicken be fed to this hungry person or that hungry person, and that hungry person, that is good of the world, You can feed so many people with that chicken, so that is good of the world, and that should be done. So is chicken not part of the world? Then is that chicken will be, that is that good for the chicken? No. So therefore, there is the idea, good of the world is a very relative idea. What is good for one person is not necessarily good for another person. And therefore, as Swami Vivekananda gave this very famous example repeatedly, that for a child, the good of the world is let this world be full of chocolates. And that is great, that is good for the world. Some children, because there is this coronavirus, schools and all are closed, some are feeling sad that they cannot meet friends and all. Some are happy because they have some friends around, and so no school, they can play all day. Don't have to get up early in the morning. They can get up at about, say, close to midday, and then do whatever, and then because there is no compulsion now, no school, so they feel happy. It is so good. So it is for them the good of the world is let this coronavirus remain for as long as possible. That will be the good of the world. So for most other people, the good of the world is get rid of this terrible virus. So what is good of the world? Who knows? So exactly like that, the good of the world is very relative concept. But this is the good of the world, that you realize the highest truth. And then that is the good for everyone. And that everyone advances to that path, becomes happy. That is how you connect to the source of happiness. And thus you become happier and happier the closer you get to the God, that the source of happiness. So that is why it is good to the world. So in both ways, you strive to serve the world. That becomes your way to liberate yourself. If you meditate and do some other practice, like doing some devotional practices, worship, chanting the name of God, doing your japam, mantra, all that, what is it? In that way also, you come close to the divine, and thus feel happy. And that is what you see, that is good to the world. So good to the world is closely connected with this. And Swami Vivekananda said in a letter to Sister Nivedita, the purpose of my life can be told in just few words, that to make everybody aware of their inner divinity and then show the way to manifest that divinity in every walk of life, everything that they do. So this manifestation of divinity is that what's our order, Vedanta society, that preaches and practices. It is for the practice of this ideal. This is Vedanta society is established to practice, and then by the practice spread the ideal. So it is, therefore Swami Vivekananda, this comes in one of his discourses on Patanjali's yoga aphorisms in Raja Yoga book. So, and this is the ideal that Vedanta society and this Ramakrishna mission in general embodies, that each soul is potentially divine. Each one has to see everybody has to tell oneself, each soul, and that includes me, I am divine. Everybody has to say that, feel that, that I am divine. Come on, say, I am divine. Yeah, this has to be asserted again and again, constantly. When you feel kind of dejected or depressed or are feeling lost, tell yourself, I am divine. That is the energy booster that is necessary. I am divine. And this is truth, friends. You are not told to imagine something. It is, the imagination is that I am weak. I am weak. I am this little something. That is wrong. I am a being just kicked around by the circumstances. That makes us feel depressed. Oh, what can I do? This is the problem. I have lost my job. And you feel depressed. It is, and if you have not lost job, but your job is very demanding, then still you feel depressed. Oh, I don't get time for anything. It is so difficult. It is constantly I have to work. So again you feel depressed. So you feel depressed if some near and dear is sick or lost life. Yeah, well, it is all this depression, anxieties, they all go away, provided one can impress this simple truth. We feel depressed because we are identifying ourselves with this untruth, that you are a body. It is a lie. I am a body is what? A lie. It is not ally. It is not our ally, It is a lie. It is that I am body. What, Richard? Is it true? I am body? No. Yeah, it is no. So when we assert this, that I am divine, rather than I am this body, I am sick. Yeah, the body has to fall sick or whatever, someday it is good, someday it is sick, someday this, that. So that is, like summer it starts, feeling hot, winter it starts shivering, and we keep on complaining, oh, this summer, this year the summer is very hot. I had never seen such bad summer in this part of the world. Since I have come here about 19 years ago. Oh, that is also a special day for me because I arrived in US on 21st June 2001. So a special day for me. So since then I am hearing every year that, oh, this year, I don't know when now this summer will go away. Terrible summer this year. So 19 years I am hearing that, you see. And again, when it is winter, it is December, January, or those, sometimes the cold becomes so bad. Oh, this cold, this year, you see, it is how cold it is. It is going to kill everybody, it seems, the cold. When is it going to go? Especially when it becomes March, and still it is not going, then people become so uneasy that, look at this, in March, do we ever expect such cold weather here? This weather. So complain. Why? Because we identify ourselves with body. We have a penchantful feeling depressed, So we like to be depressed so that somebody else will sympathize with us. And that is, we can draw attention of the people, because if you are smiling and happy, nobody takes notice of you. But if then people are saying, what is happening? Why you feel so sad? Because feeling happy is just natural, because I am happiness itself. So feeling happy is natural. Nobody asks, hey, why are you happy? No, it is only when you are sad then it lasts. So this is the first important idea here. Each soul is divine potentially. Potentially means we have to manifest that divinity. The idea is that just by potentially being there does not mean I have it in my hands, but I can get it in my hands. And therefore the next, that sentence tells that the goal is to manifest this divinity by controlling nature, external and internal. A great statement that it is the nature has been controlling us. We have to learn to control the nature. The nature says that it is terrible, hot and all. No. Let it be hot. I will be happy in hot. I will be happy in cold. I will be not bothered by these circumstances. Succumbing to the pressure of circumstances is, being controlled by nature. We have to reverse this trend, that by learning to control the nature, external nature means body and all the world, that is the external nature. From body it begins. The internal nature is the mind. So these are to be controlled. And then how to control it? Do this. Do this. Yes. Who is to do it? Well, we have to, each of us has to do it. It is not that somebody else will do it for me. No. It is, give up that misconception that somebody will come and you have to just believe and then everything will be done by that special guy. No, that doesn't happen. It is you have to do it. It is very important that do it. I have to do it. How to do it? By these four paths that we discussed, that work, worship, or psychic control or philosophy. That do it by work. You have to change the direction of work, then work becomes yoga of action. It is the same work you will be doing, not that you have to take up some special work. Same work to be done in a special way. Not that the work is to be special. Same work. If you are driving the car in the wrong direction and so are not reaching the where you wanted to reach, like say our Jim, he started and then he suppose takes the road 95 north. Then what will happen? He will be going in the he has to come further south to get to Providence. So if he takes to 95 north, he will go farther and farther. And he will think, if he thinks that he won't, but suppose, somebody, oh, this car is terrible. I have to change car to get to Providence. No, car is fine, you have to drive it in the right direction. That's all. So the karma, the actions that we do, these actions have to be changed in their nature, not in their outer form. The outer form, whatever work one does, that is fine. Any work that has come to you, you may be working in a bank, you may be working somewhere as a teacher, you may be doing, maybe in some grocery store, whatever work, any work. There is no big or small, lower or higher in work. The change has to be brought in the attitude with which the work is done. And this is the great science of karma yoga, yoga of action. Today is also the International Yoga Day. So, yoga of action. Our action has to become a yoga, means that will connect us to our ideal. Yoga means to join. Our work will then join us to the ideal. We will be glued together, our ideal and the goal, our ideal and our work. They will be glued together. That is called yoga. And thus we will reach the ideal. So this is how the devotion, same thing. Our emotions have to be turned towards God. That instead of just frittering them away on the world, and thus what happens with that? Depression, because they never bear any successful result when you pour that on the world. The world doesn't really know how to love or how to appreciate love. World doesn't know that. God alone knows that. And so to turn our love to God, that is called the yoga of devotion or bhakti yoga. So to practice that. Then the yoga of psychic control, that is meditation, and establish control on your mind, your body, all should be under your conscious control. You should not be controlled by them. The body should not control you. The mind should not control you. They are your instruments, so they must be under your control. Then they become your instruments. Just imagine, I say it is my computer, I work on it, but the keyboard and other in somebody else's hands, then I cannot really use it for my purpose, whatever that person does. So, if the body is dictating me, it is something like that. I must control the body. I must control this mind. So this is something that one can learn through practice, friends. That practice is called Raja Yoga. Raja Yoga, or this what Swamiji calls here by psychic control, controlling the mind, a great thing. And then, or philosophy, the most straightforward but most difficult path for most of us. You need to be really having a powerful intelligence to do that. It is, we are not really very intelligent people. Our intelligence just a little just blow of emotions, our intelligence lies flat. It doesn't have any governing strength as such. So it becomes soon a tool in the hands of our likes and dislikes. But the truth is like this, that you see what is right, what is not right. Just decide, separate this. What is permanent and what is not impermanent, decide that. Nitya, anitya, in Sanskrit the words are like that, nitya and permanent, and what is impermanent, and thus hold on to that which is permanent, irrespective of the onslaught of emotions, because the emotions, they cause a lot of problems. That I decide that I will follow this path of, I will just hold on to that which is permanent, which is right, and will just push away everything that is impermanent. But then, this is looks so pretty, so nice, and this tastes so good. What is the harm if I indulge in a little bit? Maybe from tomorrow I will start my discernment and all that. Tomorrow, the most wonderful thing about tomorrow, Richard, tomorrow means it never comes. Tomorrow, it never comes. So I never really practice this discernment because of that weakness of my intelligence. So it tells correctly but never is able to act. So that is this problem. It looks very simple. Suppose it is a very high mountain peak, and there is one may think straightforward, okay, just climb it just straight. Oh, look at the slope, it is very steep. Okay, it doesn't matter. Hold on, keep on scaling, and you will reach there. The chances for most of us doing it are very, very small. We will probably fall down and end our life there. So it is not feasible for most of us. But that is also the path, and we have to take the help of that idea, that path as well. That, okay, it tells you what is the ideal, and hold on to that. While practicing a combination of all these paths, one gets liberation. And this is the universal attitude that Sri Ramakrishna's life, and therefore the Ramakrishna order and Vedanta society takes up. And that is, this is a universal scientific process. All different religions are the expressions of this process. So Swami Vivekananda says that to be free is the whole of religion. This is the whole of religion. Various different sects, different dogmas, different books of philosophy, doctrines or dogmas or rituals or books or temples or forms are but secondary details. Whether I call myself a Christian, whether I call myself a Muslim or Hindu or whatever other faith, it doesn't matter. It is, they are just secondary details. Like whether you are putting on clothing, whether it is blue or red, whether it is of this type or that type, they are secondary details. So they are, don't think that they are unimportant. They are important but secondary. What it means is that they are important so long as it helps you to move towards ideal. Like suppose I follow a religion. I say that I put a big label, my religion is this, and this is the only way to salvation. All others, they preach wrong ideas, and therefore the preachers of those ideas are bad. Followers of those ideas are also bad. And so, the good to the world is to eliminate those people. That is, I am not following the religion. It is, I am doing something exactly opposite. So this is the important thing there, that religion is a particularized religion. Very good. That say I am a Hindu, or I am a Christian, or I am a Muslim, I am a Taoist, I am a Buddhist, all are wonderful. Very good. If they become path for me, each of them can become path for me to reach the ideal. But the path means, it goes in both directions. So the same path can further degrade us if I am not following it in the right way. So they are very helpful, they are very important only in this secondary way. So the paths, the different religions, temples, you go to this temple or that temple, if it helps you to become, more tuned to the ideal, tuned to the goal of liberation, then it is fine. Otherwise, throw it away. It is an obstacle, it is a burden. So this is the important things, and therefore one of the ideals of Vedanta Society and Ramakrishna Mission is to boost the idea of harmony of religions. All religions are excellent if followed properly. If not, then no religion is good at all. So, this is one of the important platforms that Vedanta Society takes up, that all religions are to be respected, to be accepted, not just tolerated. Swami Vivekananda clearly mentioned in the Parliament of Religions that we just don't, not that it is, we not only tolerate other religions, we accept every religion. Every religion because it is path to reach the ultimate truth. So I accept every religion to be true. And you see this in the works of Ramakrishna Mission and of course Vedanta Society of Providence and all other Vedanta societies. This is the ideal of Vedanta, to help and serve other people in every possible way. That help is done, service is done in various ways at different levels. Physically one can serve other. Also mentally one can serve other, means giving education, giving the advice, consolations, counselings, that is. And also the training in various these branches of education. So physical help, that is the help of, say, medicine, food, and so forth. The intellectual and emotional avenues at which the help is given, that is another. And then the spiritual, to make a person aware of the ultimate goal and to help that person to reach there in every possible way. So this is how the ideal of Vedanta is, in short. And today we affirm on this day, when we are having the annual general meeting, you can see that all the activities that are carried on are carried with this ideal that was shown in the earlier slide, that it is not working. Other going down. Yeah, it is. Yeah, probably he removed it, I think. Yeah, got it. So it is, it didn't come first, so. No, I tried to go, but it didn't, so I went to other direction. So anyway, so it is, this is the ideal represented by this emblem. And as mentioned, and in this motto, our motto is for the liberation of the soul and for the good of the world. So with this, friends, I will end my talk. In case there are questions, please you are feel free to ask. Are there any questions up there? No. Very good, very good. So we can now thus have the concluding prayers, and then we can start our annual general meeting. Abhijit, keep 2 chairs here. One is here, put another one, yeah. May the Divine, who is Father in heaven of the Christians, Holy One of the Jewish faith, Allah of the Muslims, Buddha of the Buddhists, Tao of the Taoists, Great Spirit of the Native Americans, Ahur Mazda of the Zoroastrians, and Brahman of the Hindus, lead us from the unreal to the real, from darkness to light, from death to immortality. May the all-loving being manifest himself unto us and grant us abiding understanding and all-consuming divine love. Peace, peace, peace be unto all. The upcoming programs. Our summer flyer, I hope it will be out soon. It is the couple of things. The first program coming up is a combined program of the Independence Day and Guru Purnima, the full moon day dedicated to the teacher, Guru. So that will be celebrated on Sunday, July 5. But looking at the social distancing and all these things, we want people to register for it in advance. The registration will stop as soon as the number reaches 40. So some have already registered. Please send an email to the email address that is given on our website, providence@rkmm.org, that I would like to come. And then you can read the restrictions for that. There are, because of the situation, there are certain restrictions that they are also put in our newsletter that is on the website. The newsletter, can you put that here so that people can see those restrictions? First thing is, it is the, like today also, there is only a small window through which you have to enter. Small window of time. You will be entering through the door, not through the window, but the window of time. I hope you get the point. Yeah, it is. There will be, the program is to start at 11. So the doors will open at 10:45 and will promptly close at 11:15. And then no food for offering is to be brought in. Also no food, no flowers. So face masks, of course, have to be there. And there is the same thing like now, no access to the downstairs to the basement floor. This floor alone is accessible. So only these two restrooms are available for use. So devotees will have to follow the guidelines. Face mask, I told. Sanitize front and back of the palms of the hands with a hand sanitizer at the entry door. Maintain good separation of a distance, at least 4 feet from another person. Minimize touching surfaces and no hand shaking. It is. So, yeah, of course, handshaking here, don't have the handshakes. If you have a problem and handshakes, that is another thing. That is not to be, it is not under any law. So, no switching chairs, no flowers or food, I already mentioned. Entry only in chapel and that restrooms. No entry in bookstores, library, kitchen and dining area in basement. Only a few designated singers with assigned setting and microphone arrangements due to shortened program and social distancing. The prasad, which is a big thing, that they offered food, prasad. So it is, how will that be distributed? The sanctified food will be given in boxes. No dining at the center. So, because people have been used to celebrate in a different manner, one has to adjust to this new condition and abide by that. For the Atmano mokshartham, for liberation of the self and for the good of the world. So keep yourself safe and keep the world safe, you see. So that is why these guidelines are there. So, and there is the registration form. Can you show it further? It is simple that you have to put your name, email address, phone number, and the family members' number of attendees. And then you have to make a declaration that I declare we have no fever, cough, cold for last 14 days and have not been in physical contact with any COVID-19 patient. And you fill this information. It is available in the newsletter. Those of you who have signed up for newsletter, they get the newsletter by email. Those who have not done that, they can access the newsletter on the website. On our website, the newsletter can be accessed, and you can fill in these things from the newsletter and submit it to that Providence. You remember Providence, isn't it? Providence at rkmm.org. That is the the address. Please submit your application as early as possible. So, with this, the other announcement is this year's the summer Tuesday classes. They will start from Tuesday, July 7, and the topic will be, it is a rather boring topic but very elevating also. One has to work a little hard, that's all. It is Plotinus, a great philosopher and saintly person in the 3rd century. So that is going to be the topic of discussion for this summer mysticism classes on Tuesdays. It will begin at 7 p.m. and should be over by 8:30, a little bit here and there depending on the questions. And they will not happen in the basement as they used to every year for last so many years. They will happen right here. Because here there is better possibility of maintaining social distancing. So you will come here for those classes, and that's it, friends. Other summer programs, we will think about it later. We will decide and then declare. So now comes the annual general meeting, and then first I begin with the prayers. Om Sahanavavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishvavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om. May we be protected together. May we be nourished together. May we work together with vigor. May our study make us illumined. May there be no dislike between us. Om. Peace, peace, peace. Om Bhadram Karnairbhih Shrunuyama Devaah Bhadram Pashyemakshabhiryajatraah स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्टुवागंसस्तनूभिः व्यशेमदेवहितं यदायुः ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. O Lord, may we seek with our eyes what is auspicious. May we hear with our ears what is auspicious. May we think with our minds what is auspicious. May we lead our life by doing all the auspicious things to the work of the Lord. Om, peace, peace, peace. So, the first item on the agenda is election of the president, the chairperson for this meeting. I propose the name of Jim Benson for this purpose. Anybody to second it? Good. So, Teresa has seconded, Jim, your name. So please come forward, take the chair. But you have to remove the shoes, you know. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Yeah. The first item on the agenda then after this is, the next item I should say, is the reading of the minutes of the last annual general meeting by the Secretary of Vedanta Society, Chester Bonsek. So I request him to come and read the minutes. And then we will have the report presentation that Vishwanath will read, but he will sit there somewhere. We all will sit there because the report will be displayed on the big screens so that it will be done faster. And then as they say, one picture is better than 100 words. So therefore, for last some years we have been following this pattern. Yes, for microphone for Vishwanath, who is sitting there. Yeah.
Minutes of the annual general meeting of the Vedanta Society of Providence, Rhode Island, which was held June 23, 2019, from 5:50 to 6:50 p.m. Swami began with an opening prayer and then proposed Ann Nyes act as the meeting chair. Ann's nomination was seconded by several members. Swami describes Ann's prior duties as secretary and treasurer, and he then added that Ann continues to provide valuable inputs regarding the operation and management of the society. Although now retired from the role, Ann still attends daily meditation and helps in preparing the daily lunch. Chet Bonzik read the minutes from the previous general meeting held on June 23rd, that would have been the year before, right? Sorry. Okay. 2018. After reading the minutes, Chet called upon Alagwadi Vishwanatha to narrate the PowerPoint presentation and the chronicle of the activities from calendar year 2018. The chronicle gave brief summaries of the daily and weekly schedules, the list of Sunday talks, guest lectures, the puja and worship days, symposia, retreats, concerts, holidays, and summer programs. A description of the programs which occurred outside of the Providence Center and a list of groups who visited the center were also included. Statistics of the website activity were also presented, and the statistics showed an increase in web activity. The number of likes on Facebook also showed an increase. Charles Feldman read the income and expense accounting. The reading of the accounts was followed by 2 questions. Charles Feldman asked, "What is the meaning of grand total? where Swami explained that the grand total was the total expenses subtracted from the total income. The positive number indicated that the income exceeded expenses and Vedanta was living within its means. Observing one expense item was shown as a negative number, Chet asked, does this indicate a gain in that category? And Swami confirmed that the double negative indeed was intended to convey a gain. He explained that since there was no income category for that particular item, and since there was a small income generated by that particular category, which is traditionally an expense, it was entered as a negative number. Therefore, the double negative showed a gain. Swami summarized the year as a good one and requested more people to come forward as volunteers to help with the running of the society. Swami said that the upcoming year will be similar in terms of the number and types of programs offered, although one new program, which was a first, was planned for September, which was a joint program held with the Center for Indic Studies at UMass Dartmouth and the Vedanta Society. Together with them, hosted an Ayurveda conference on September 14th and September 15th of 2019. Swami gave one last call for questions and comments. No questions or comments followed, so Swami called on the presiding president, Agniz, to give the closing remarks from the podium and offered a heartfelt thanks to Swami and to the volunteers for their help and work over the years. Swami also gave his thanks to all who advanced the cause of the center through their help, support, and by attending the various programs. And he said, by the grace of God, the programs will increase and you will expand your participation. A copy of the summary was made available for the library, in the library for review, and the annual general meeting formally concluded with the closing prayer. The evening Vespers Arati were performed, and it was followed by traditional soup supper. That was the minutes of last year's annual general meeting. We'll now proceed to this general meeting where Vishwanath, I guess, will begin the reading of the annual general report.
So let us sit there, so that you can watch the report. Yeah.
See this one, yeah. No? Oh, yeah. Summary of events, daily events, morning, evening chants, readings and meditation. Weekly, Tuesday, Friday study classes, Sunday services followed by soup supper, Hatha Yoga classes, Karma Yoga sessions. Monthly, day-long meditation, kids program. Annual, worship, puja, birth anniversary celebrations, Universal Brotherhood Day, summer retreats, special summer mysticism classes. Other events, spiritual retreats, conferences, music concerts, Swami's outreach programs within and outside Rhode Island, trainings, meetings, personal interviews. Summer, separate schedule for summer. Regular events are suspended. Morning schedule 2019, 5:45 to 6:45 meditation, 6:45 to 7 chanting followed by a short reading from complete works of Swami Vivekananda. 7 to 7:25 a short ritual worship puja. Evening schedule 2019, 7 to 7:20 arati singing and a short reading from the book of daily thoughts and prayers by Swami Paramananda. And on Saturdays from Holy Mother Sri Sharda Devi by Swami Gambhirananda. 7:20 to 8:20 meditation. Tuesday study class, 7:30 to 8:30, Swami Shardananda's book, Sri Ramakrishna and his Divine Play, translated by Swami Chetanananda. 38 classes were held, followed by question and answer, covered pages 436 to 491. Friday study class, 7:30 to 8:30, Shvetashvatara Upanishad, 38 classes held, followed by question and answers, covered pages, chapter 2, volume 3 to chapter 6, volume. Chapter 2, verse 3 to chapter 6, verse 23. Sunday services 5 to 6. Sunday lectures 22 by Swami Yogatmananda. Substitute guest lectures 14. Video presentation 1. Symposium lectures on birthday celebrations 3. Universal Brotherhood Day 1. Ayurveda conference lectures 1. And on occasion, opening sayings by Peter Travisano, opening songs by Peter Travisano, 13, Srikant Sri Guru Raju. Lectures were followed by soup supper. Meditation hour also followed as usual. Karma Yoga, Saturdays, 8:30 to 10:30, weekly services primarily involving cleaning of the premises, about 4 participants on average. Guided meditation, Saturdays, 11 to 12. Swami offered guided meditation sessions, followed by chanting and devotional singing, about 6 participants on average. Hatha Yoga, Tuesdays, 4:30 to 5:30. Yoga sessions were conducted by Roshni Darnal in January through August, and Sri Jana Dikshit Rana, September through December. On an average, 3 students participated. Titles for Sunday talks by Swami and for other speakers are in slides 13 through 22, not to be shown fast, not to be read during the AGM. And Swami's Sunday talks, January 6th, beginning afresh, February 3rd. No. No?
You don't have to read out, just...
Oh, yes, Swami Sunday talks. Yeah.
You have the figure. Keep on taking it fast.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
February 3rd, addiction of doubting.
No, don't read it.
Oh, just keep on clicking.
So just people can get a visual.
Oh, okay, then, all right.
These are and they can always see
Yeah.
it on YouTube later.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Here, Swamiji, shall I read this? Or?
No.
Not necessary, okay.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay.
Ah,
Fast forward. Yeah.
okay.
Fast forward.
Oh, that's there. Just here?
You now read it from here. From the previous
Okay.
slide, you start reading the previous slide.
Oh, okay. Once a month events, day-long silent meditation, 12 noon to 8 p.m., usually held on the first Saturday of the month, held 9 times in 2019, open to all, 12 to 8, and average of 10 participants. And once a month events, just kids 2-hour program, 4 to 6 p.m., usually held on the first Saturday of the month. Conducted by just, no, actually Sunday of the month, it should be.
First Sunday.
Sunday of the month.
A correction needs to be made.
Right, not Saturday. Conducted by Chester Bonchak. Attendance was little over 3. Activities, drawing, painting, clay models, greeting cards, beads, yoga postures, exploring object patterns, Lego, sand art, storytelling, and chanting. Special puja and worship days. Morning puja, devotional singing and flower offering. Afternoon lunch followed by video presentation. Evening symposium and sankirtana or chanting. Puja worship days. Kalpataru Day, January 1st, Tuesday. Swami Vivekananda's birthday, Sunday, January 27th. Sri Ramakrishna's birthday, Sunday, March 10th. Guru Purnima, Sunday, July 14th. Sri Krishna's birthday, Saturday, August 24th. Durga Puja, Saturday, October 5th. And Sri Sharda Devi birthday, Sunday, December 15th. Kalpataru Wish Fulfilling Day program. Shall I read this, Swamiji?
Yeah.
Okay. Puja, singing, Arati, lunch. Morning, readings from the Divine Play and Shivanandaji's biography. Afternoon, PowerPoint presentation on activities in 2018 by Abhijit Sarkar. Over 75 attended. That's it?
Next.
Oh. Swami Vivekananda's birthday celebration, Sunday, January 27th, 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. And Swami Vivekananda birthday celebration, Sunday, continued. Evening symposium, Arunim Roy, Trideep Roy, Swami Yogatmananda, and attendance over 50. Okay. Ramakrishna birthday celebration, Sunday, March 10th. Morning chant, worship, music, and flower offering, prasad lunch. Afternoon video presentation on the life of Sri Ramakrishna. And evening symposium on Sri Ramakrishna. Speakers, Rashmi Joshi, Rishi Dhar, and Sarafat, along with Swami's comments. Day-long celebration attendance, 125, including partial attendance. Okay. Guru Purnima, Sunday, July 14th, 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Worship, devotional singing, reflection, prasad lunch, music concert by Suchita Rao and her students. Over 100 attended. Krishna Festival, Saturday, August 24th, 11 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. Early morning worship, singing of hymns, devotional songs, readings. Discourse by Pravrajika Shuddhatma Prana, and partaking of prasad lunch, concert by Chinmay Swaranjali. Over 100 attended. Durga Puja on Saturday, October 5th, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. And ritual puja, musical offerings, prasad lunch, and video presentation. Durga Puja, again, Bharatanatyam dance about Mother Durga by Arohi Bhaumik, and overall attendance more than 100. Sri Sharda Devi's birthday, Sunday, December 15, 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. Worship, music, readings, prasad lunch, video presentation. And symposium speakers, Gloria Meti, Hernandez, Rashmi Joshi, and closing song and Sankirtana, about 65 attended. Spiritual Retreat 1, Saturday, March 23, 2019, Swami Atmarupananda of Vedanta Society of Greater Houston on Vedantic mindfulness. Over 60 attended. And Spiritual Retreat 2, Saturday, May 11th, 2019, and Swami Atmagnanananda, Vedanta Center of Greater Washington, D.C., on Parliament of Religions, Christianity and Sikhism. Spiritual Retreat 3, Saturday, June 15th, 2019, Swami Kripamayananda, Vedanta Society of Toronto, Canada, on harmonizing our faculties. 47 attended. Spiritual retreat, maybe one. Maybe. Fourth missing. Yeah. It's not responding. Spiritual, here. No. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Fourth is Swami Ishadhyanananda of Vedanta Society of Sacramento, California, on the second chapter of Bhagavad Gita. 47 attended. Spiritual Retreat 5, Swami Yogatmananda on Songs of Divine Love from various traditions. 30 attended. That is December 7th. Devotional music and concert programs. Total of 9 concerts held in 2019. Saxophone and tabla concert, Sunday, May 13th. Phil Scarf, saxophone, and Nitin Mitta on the tabla. Hindustani classical vocal concert, Pandit Dattatreya Velankar, Sunday, April 14th, 40 plus attended. Okay. Concert of Sufi Shah Hussein's poetry by Sarpreet Singh and Meher Kaur, Sunday, April 28th. Accompaniments, tabla Amritpal Singh and harmonium Ram Rao. Over 50 attended. And classical vocal concert, Sunday, May 12th, Ustad Wasim Ahmad Khan, vocal, Ashish Sengupta, tabla, and Dr. Vinay Mishra on the harmonium. About 35 attended. Classical Sarod concert, Sunday, June 16th. Yendra Mazumdar. Yeah. Nitin Mitta and tabla. Sorry. Veena concert, Sunday, October 6th. Durga Krishna and Veena. Krishna Sankpa. Sankpa and Mridangam. Okay. Shanti Ganesha and Veena arrangement and for Shanti. 30 attended. Sitar tabla concert, Sunday, October 20th. This is Josh Feinberg sitar and Amit Kautekar on tabla. About 35 attended. Classical Sarod concert, Sunday, November 10th. Anirban Dasgupta on Sarod and Amit Kautekar on tabla. 35 attended. Sabad Kirtan, Sikh devotional music, Sunday, November 24th. Amritpal Singh accompanied by Rajesh Pai on tabla. And active shooter training, Sunday, March 17th, 4 to 5 p.m. Eric Ullman, Office of Infrastructure and Security, Department of Homeland Security's office, gave a 1-hour training session related to the presence of active shooters at places of worship. The session was attended mainly by those members of the congregation who perform ongoing volunteer support work. Summer programs. Independence Day celebration, Thursday, July 4th, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Singing, reading, reflection, lecture by Gordon Walker on True Independence. Silent meditation retreat, Friday, July 5th at 6 p.m. through Sunday, July 8th, 5 p.m. 9 adults participated. Summer Tuesdays, classes on Maestro Eckhart, the Christian Vedanti. 7 lecture series, July 9th, 16th, 23rd, 30th, and August 6th, 13th, and 20th. Summer programs. Thinking of M, Saturday, July 13th, 10:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the home of T.K. Roy, West Wareham, Massachusetts. Reading, music, short reflections, and lunch. 35 attended. Guru Purnima, Sunday, July 14th, 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Young adult retreat, ages 16 to 30. Friday, July 26th, 6 p.m. through Sunday, July 28th, 1 p.m. Topic was questioning the death. Summer program continued. Vedanta retreat, Rochester, New York. Thursday, August 1st to Sunday, August 4th. 4-day retreat on Taittiriya Upanishad, Chapter 2, at the India Cultural Center, conducted by Swami Yogatmananda and Swami Kripamayananda. Over 55 participated. And Children Day Camp, Tuesday, August 6th, Saturday through Saturday, August 10th, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. 17 children attended the 5-day annual Vedanta Children's Camp. And annual retreat at Vedanta Society of Connecticut, Sunday, August 17, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., conducted by Swami at 100 Cherry Brook Road, Canton, Connecticut. Theme of the retreat was Surrender. 45 attended. Krishna Festival, Saturday, August 24th, 11 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. Over 100 attended. Special service at Anisquam Village Church, Gloucester, Mass. Sunday, August 25th, 10 a.m. to noon. Special service to commemorate Vivekananda's lecture there On August 27th, 1893, over 150 attended. Universal Brotherhood Day, theme, Gender, Sexuality, Justice. September 8th, speakers, Reverend Donnie Anderson, Rabbi Andrew Klein, Wendy Abraham, Pravrajika Gita Prana. And Universal Brotherhood Day 2019 continued. Artists, Providence Center devotees, the others are too small to read. I'll just skip. Ayurveda conference. So Vedanta Society organized the conference in celebration with Center for Indic Studies, UMass Dartmouth, involving experts on international reputation in different countries. Ayurveda conference, December, okay. And Christmas Eve, Tuesday, December 24th, 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. Christmas carols, reflections, short worship, dinner, readings from Sermon on the Mount, Imitation of Christ, life of Swami Vivekananda related to Christmas Eve. And programs outside of the Vedanta Society of Providence, programs of other Vedanta centers and private groups, colleges and universities, churches, and community programs, retreats, talks, meetings, and discussions.
That will be just skipped.
Ah.
Yeah.
Ah.
It is just skip it.
Oh, okay. Swami's lectures outside slides 70 through 80, quick show, no reading.
Just show, just click on clicking, yeah. Now it is the accounts.
Ah.
You see and read Vishwanath?
Not very clear, Swamiji, no.
Huh? You can stand closer maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you have to pick up the microphone.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hold on. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Accounts. Income and spending 2019, 1/1/2019 through 12/31/2019. Category. Income categories. Bookstore sales, 1,991, 12 cents. Collection, 21,058.55 cents. Dividends and interest, 2,139, 35 cents. Donation, 155,753.87. And Swami's personal, 11,023.4. Total income categories, 191,966.29. Okay. Expense categories, bank charges, 492.95. Bookstore purchase, 469.15. Charity, 1525. Furniture and equipment, 1117.83. Honorarium, 4101. Housekeeping, 7258.19. Insurance, 6252. Investment, 69,935.53. Mansfield, Connecticut, 1,000. Medical, 854. Miscellaneous, 536.98. Repairs and improvements, 3565.47. Stationery, printing and postage, 825.91. Taxes, 181.9. Travel and honorarium, 4885.32. Utilities, 22,460.48. Vehicle maintenance, 1894.54. Total expense categories, 127,356.25. So, okay, website. Oh yeah. Okay, grand total is 64,810.04. Website traffic in 2019, total unique visitors 48,889, visits 96,257, hits 2,223,253, BW 667.35 GB. Bandwidth, okay. And Facebook at Vedanta.Providence. The total likes at the end of 2019 was 5,162. This is up by 56% from 2018. Twitter, 527 followers, 1217 tweets. YouTube channel Vedanta Providence, 2.59 thousand subscribers, 165,625 reviews. Okay.
Any questions? Okay, so we shall move to the next item. Now I have the honor of requesting the president for today's meeting, Mr. Jim Benson, to come forward. We are very thankful to Jim for agreeing to chair this very important annual meeting. He has been coming here for now, I don't know how long, quite a few months or how many years, Jim? A couple of years he has been coming with his wife Barbara and Barbara's sister Ali. So they have been coming here pretty regularly and taking interest in the activities. Jim and the other family members, they helped many times in cooking the soup supper, distributing it. Something else? Somebody was
Repairing all the kitchen appliances.
Yeah, repairing the kitchen appliances. Yeah. So yeah, exactly. So all these things he has been doing, and so this year I thought he was not coming because everybody, like COVID, so don't go out. So, but he made an exception today when I requested that can you come and preside today's meeting, and he very kindly accepted this request. So, I am very happy, very glad that he is able to come, and I will request him to give his presidential address. You know the presidential address? There was, you won't do that, but once it so happened, the president of the order, Ramakrishna order, was Swami Brahmananda. And he was very reluctant to speak and all, but he was dragged to a public meeting. You are just president, you don't have to speak much, you be just present. And then cajoled and kind of pressurized he came. And then after the meeting was to end, and he was told, now you have to speak. Speak. The president has to give the presidential address. He looked kind of, didn't want to, but he was again pressurized. You have to give presidential address. So he stood there and said, presidential address means the address of the president. And so he gave the physical address, that's it. So you won't be doing like that. You will give otherwise I live in Pawtucket, this and this. No, not that is not the presidential address. Okay, please.
Well, this actually is unexpected. When he asked me that if I could attend, I said yes, we would be happy to attend, but I was unaware that this was going to take place. I've always seen myself as somebody who works behind the scenes and tries to help in little ways that I can behind the scenes, but not necessarily as a president of an organization. I don't even know everything that it entails. So, presiding over the meeting today. Okay. So, after watching, this is the second annual meeting that we've reviewed and seen all the figures and everything, and it looks like the organization is doing a lot of wonderful things in terms of reaching out to the community and getting people to participate, whether it's online and with the COVID environment where we don't know how long that's going to go on for, it certainly seems like there may be more emphasis on the internet activities, but I would hope that in the upcoming year that the organization continue to have an outreach with all of the programs such as they've had in the past. I will attempt to do my best once I learn what the roles are, and that's my address. Thank you.
Many thanks, dear Jim. I also take this opportunity to thank all the members who are attending physically and online. Actually, who is member? We have some kind of a rudimentary register of members, but my predecessors, when I asked him where is that member register, he emphatically, with a grave face told, the face he made grave, whosoever participates and attends is member. That's it. So I am following that principle, whosoever, although we have to keep some list of members and we need to update it now, sometime soon. So please, whenever I will send some form about this, fill out the form to become a member of Vedanta Society. Because you are member, I know, because it is you are coming, you are participating, and you are very generous help in every possible way, right from putting in your energy in various works, also in organizing the programs, and also financially giving the donations. You see by these figures that we actually made much more money by the gracious, generous donations of the devotees and well-wishers than what we needed to spend. What happens is that remains for the future growth. What we spend now is spent, but then whatever is balance remains for the future growth. So many thanks to everyone for this great contribution, and I especially like to thank all those volunteers who I don't want to even mention their names. They worked so tirelessly. The real asset for an organization is that such volunteers who feel that it is their organization. It is not that they are working for somebody else, but They feel that that is their organization, they have to do it. It is, they took it, like it is their home. And just like cleaning their home, they did the cleaning work. They did all other like shopping, this, that, maintaining the books, maintaining the library, maintaining the bookstore, all such works. They did it tirelessly, not minding their own inconvenience. And such dedicated people, through their dedication, of course, they march forward towards God, but on the way help the organization to continue on its path and grow. My heartfelt thanks to all of them, and I am sure with the help and support of you all, we will continue to grow in the coming years as well on our path. As Jim has mentioned, that it is important now to have this technological support, because how long this situation will last, who knows. And so making everything available online and we have such a wonderful team of such techies who do the online broadcasting, the sound systems, also they take care of the website, Facebook, Twitter accounts. So with the help of all of these, I am sure Sri Ramakrishna's work will go ahead. It is Sri Ramakrishna who runs the organization. We feel that we are taking it forward, but it is not really that. It is the Lord who takes it forward. We get, just to give some credit to us, He allows us to join. It is, I remember, that as little children, we would be sitting in the train, and then we would get bored how long to sit and want to get the train faster to the destination. So we would hold the window and push it in the direction further. Now is our push going to make any difference to the speed of the train? No, but yet we were pushing. So let us remember, friends, that it is Sri Ramakrishna, the God, who is carrying all this work, but we have to get blessed by helping in that work. That is our good fortune, that we get the chance to pitch in so that we get illumined. So thank you, friends, again. I will end with the closing prayers, then we will have the Arati. Jananim Saradam Devim Ramakrishnam Jagadgurum Padapadme Tayo Shritva Pranamami Muhurmuhu. Salutations to Sri Ramakrishna and the Mother of the Universe, the Holy Mother Sarada Devi, taking shelter, taking refuge at their holy feet. I salute them again and again. Namah Shri Yatirajaya Vivekananda Suraye Satchit Sukha Swarupaya Swamine Tapaharine. Salutations to Swami Vivekananda, the king of monks, who is of the nature of existence, consciousness and bliss, and removes the torments of the world. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Peace, peace, peace.
Hello.
Okay, good.
Breaker of all our worldly bondage and adore my own, we adore you true. Stainless lotus to be human form. Stainless lotus. grant to us love for you. You're fearless and you're free from doubting, with your mind very firmly resolved. Causeless refuge of your devotees, causeless refuge of your devotees, renouncing caste and birth. Our treasure is your holy feet, which take us very soon across this puddle of life. You give love and even-sightedness. You give love and even-sightedness to remove our anguish here. Our treasure is your holy feet, which take us very soon across this puddle of life. You give love and even-sightedness. You give love and even-sightedness to remove our anguish here. Greetings to you, O Lord, beyond bold speech and mind. Greetings to you, O Lord, beyond bold speech and mind. Yet you are the basis of both. O Lord, yet you are the basis of both. Great light of all lights, blazing in the heartscape. Great light of all lights, blazing in the heartscape. Darkness is destroyed by your light. O Lord, darkness is destroyed by your light. Greetings to you, O Lord, beyond both speech and mind. Greetings to you, O Lord, beyond both speech and mind. Yet you are the basis of both. O Lord, yet you are the basis of both. Great light of all lights, blazing in the heartscape. Great light of all lights, blazing in the heartscape. Darkness is destroyed by your light. O Lord, darkness is destroyed by your light. Bhanga, bhanga, these are all the sounds of mridanga. Het, het, langa, ranga, bhanga, these are all the sounds of mridanga. Spiritual songs devotees are singing for your worship divine. Great songs devotees are singing for your worship divine. Jaya, Jaya, for your worship divine. Hara, Hara, for your worship divine. Shiva, Shiva, for your worship divine. Breaker of all our world. Maharaj Ji ki Jai. Auspicious and blessed graciousness sublime, all noble ends you give to us, granting us refuge, all seeing Gauri, O Mother Divine, our love to you. Creation, preservation, dissolution are your powers, eternal one. Nature's real basis, nature's essence, O Mother Divine, our love to you. We come seeking refuge from anguish. Be our Savior through your deep concern. All our suffering remove, Goddess, O Mother Divine, our love to you. Victory, O Mother Divine, our love to you. Blessed Mother Divine, our love to you. Blessed Mother Divine, our love to you. Blessed Mother Divine, our love to you. Jai Shri Ram Krishna Dev Ki Jai. Jai Shri Sarda Devi Ki Jai. Jai Shri Swami Vivekananda Ki Jai. Jai Shri Buddha Dev Ki Jai. Jai